Welcome back. Well, after talking to Catherine in her prison, we have returned to Gehn's 233rd age, and our goal is now to capture Gehn. In order to do that, we will have to prove, quote-unquote, to him that the linking book we brought is safe. And we can do that because if he uses it after we've been trapped, we'll be freed again. Of course, we'd be really screwed if he actually knows it's a trap and is just trying to bait us into using the book. Let's hope that's not the case.
I'm relieved you've returned.
Yes, you would be.
I thought perhaps you had decided against it.
Well, it would have meant not seeing your ugly face again.
Here, I shall follow you directly.
Okay, there we go. And now we're trapped inside the book. Of course, Gehn is still suspicious, and there's supposed to be some time. And the more times you hesitate in opening the book, using the book, the longer this would take. But in the end, Gehn cannot resist temptation. Notice, by the way, that he has his gun with him. So obviously he intends to threaten Atreus, or maybe even kill him, if he were to get the dunny. And we're back. Gehn is trapped in this book. We can't tell that he is, but he is. If we were to use this book again now, we would free Gehn, which is a really bad idea, because understandably he's really pissed right about now. Okay. One of the side effects of Gehn using the book and freeing us is that we're now on the outside of the cage. Oh, what's this? Can I do anything with this? Oh, appears to be a recording of some music. Okay, well, that was something I didn't actually know about. We can pull this lever here, which will open the cage. I assume that whenever Gehn links to Riven, he will take something long with him, probably his gun, so that when he gets back he can reach this lever from inside the cage. Let's look at this strange landscape here in the 233rd age. This strange rock formation makes you wonder how that could have been formed. Well, that's not actually that hard to think about, even if you're not a geologist, and I most certainly am not. It seems that the sea here, the sea level would have been higher in the distant past, causing the rocks below the sea level to corrode and form this kind of formation. You can actually see that kind of effect on real rocks in some places in the world, just not at this large scale, at least not that I'm aware of. Okay, let's look up some more stuff. Here we have Gehn's writing desk. We find here a cortina, a blank book, where you can write. Well, this desk is actually set up to exactly resemble the way Gehn's father would have laid out his desk. We see various equipment here, and a drink. It appears to be using a bone as a spoon. Very interesting. This is the special ingredient used to make the ink work. I used to make this dunny special do its job. A pen to write with, of course, and an inkwell in the form of a beetle, reminding him of the source of the ink. And that's all there is on the desk. Some dunny writing on the top, I don't know what it means. Here is a furnace. And apparently this furnace is used to power these books. It seems that Gehn has at least gotten a little better at powering the books himself, so he doesn't need giant dome contraptions with fire marbles. He probably would have written this age, so it can easily provide him the power he needs. Okay, let's check down here. This is Gehn's personal sleeping quarters. On the wall here we see some portraits. And this is actually the portrait of Gehn's wife. There are only 2 people in his entire world who Gehn actually respects, and those are his wife and his father. This is his wife, Kita, who is, I believe, human. He met her on Earth after the fall of the Dunny civilization. And she died giving birth to Atris, unfortunately. And it says to Gehn, who is my husband and my salvation, I dedicate myself to the love that rescued me. It's very hard to read, but I think that's what it says. This is a portrait of Gehn's father, who is also called Atris. Atris, of course, this Atris, the old Atris, married Tiana, who was also a surface dweller, a human from Earth. And they gave birth to Gehn, who is half Dunny, half human. And Gehn in turn gave birth to Atris, who is only a quarter Dunny. And this old Atris, Grandpa Atris, if we can call him that, being full Dunny, he has the pale irises that are characteristic of the Dunny. To the side we see a sort of horn-like instrument that Gehn enjoys playing. On the table we find a plate, a lamp, and this. This is what looks like a globe. And it appears to be a clock. Did you notice the sounds when it opened up? Those sounds sound like the sounds that the buttons made in Catherine's cage. So these sounds actually indicate the order in which you have to push those buttons. Apparently Gehn was afraid that he would forget the combination and put this little hint there, much the same way that other people would write down their passwords. So now we know how to open Catherine's cage. This is Gehn's bed, and over here is a sink. We can actually get some water, wash our hands. Tapestry on the wall with Gehn's symbol on it. And here's an imager. If we turn that, you see an image of Kita, Gehn's wife. As heartless as Gehn is, he really loved her. I don't know exactly what she's saying. I think it's a pledge to a pledge of her love to Gehn or something. He must really miss her to keep a portrait and this imaging device. Okay, well, before we go and rescue Catherine, we have one more journal to read. Well, and since we're out of time, that is just perfect. We're gonna end this video here and read Gehn's final journal in the next video. Again, if you're not interested in the journals, just skip that video and you can see how we rescue Catherine.